The one habit that has the most potential to transform your life is daily Bible reading. Integrating this practice into your morning or evening routine can be a powerful catalyst for personal growth, spiritual nourishment, and a deep connection with your faith. Welcome to Good News at Work, the podcast that empowers believers to live out their Christian faith in practical ways. Hi, I'm Rochelle Goldberg, and I want to inspire you to live a life that goes beyond Sunday worship and helps you learn new ways to put your faith into action every day. Hey everyone, welcome back to Good News at Work. When I gave my heart to Jesus, it was the start of a big transformation in my life. But we all know that as life goes on, we get busy, day-to-day stuff, and it becomes so easy to get caught in the current. I say my faith is the most important thing to me, but how do I make sure it really is? I mean, there were times when I would go months not reading the Bible other than what was projected on the screen on a Sunday morning. So I want to share with you some practical ways that I make sure I'm reading the Bible every day. How I have made reading the Bible a habit. Let's go. So, number one, build it into your routines. So, creating a successful habit involves creating a successful plan. If you have not read Atomic Habits by James Clear, oh my goodness, go get this book. You have to pick a system that works for you, but whatever it is, just make sure that it becomes so easy that it's such a no-brainer, and you create a situation where you would really have to go out of your way not to read the Bible. For me, I look at my morning routine. So I get up, I make breakfast, I literally sit at the same spot in the table. I make it a rule, no phones, no tablets on the table. I only have my Bible, a pen, a piece of paper, and my readers. Yes, age, you've got to have readers. And then I make it a rule that I read at least one chapter. And sometimes I read more than that, but before I can get up out of that table, I have to read at least one chapter of the Bible. Then I take a moment to write down one principle that I learned. And then I get up and finish my routine. I keep everything on the table for the next morning. And, if you have a busy life and you have very limited space, then make a particular area where you keep everything so that when you get in your morning routine, you just have to go grab everything, do your thing, read the Bible, put it back to where it needs to go. The next thing I do, and this is really more of a backup plan, is if I, for whatever reason, can't read in the morning, I make sure that I'm listening to the Bible on my commute, either to work or coming back home in the evening. But if I have to miss it, this is my backup plan. Thank goodness we have the Bible app with audio versions on it. And then again, another backup plan to the backup plan, I have my evening routine. If I can't read in the morning, I can't listen in my car, then I make it a rule that before I go to bed, I have to have read at least one chapter of the Bible. So if I'm traveling, this becomes a bigger challenge. But again, thank goodness we have the Bible app and we can take it anywhere. So I'm not the Bible police by any means. I'm just sharing what's worked for me. And I have measurement to prove it. I have a habit tracker that I keep. And I went from reading the Bible maybe 1 to 2 days a month to now I'm averaging probably 25 to 28 days a month. If I said it was important to me, I want to make sure that I'm doing it. And so that's why I'm measuring it. But I invite you to create a system that works best for your life, for your routine. What is the best time of day for you to read? What steps can you take to make sure that you have read? And then what are your backup plans in case you miss? Things like, do you need to get up 10 minutes earlier or go to bed 10 minutes later? That can be a part of your successful system. The important thing is you define it by making Bible reading a priority for you. If it's a priority and it's important to you, then find ways to integrate that behavior into your life. Okay, moving on. Number 2, small groups. If you are not in a small group at your church, you have missed a big opportunity to read your Bible. I have a women's group that meets every 2 weeks. We usually pick a study to go through together. We hop on a Zoom call and we talk about what we've read. This automatically motivates me to read my Bible. First, I don't want to let the group down. And I certainly don't want to look unprepared. And I really don't want to miss the opportunity to participate in the conversation. This type of peer pressure works for me. I am reading my Bible. Maybe you don't have a small group, and maybe you're a part of maybe a more formal Sunday school class where the teacher may read the Bible together and there may be lessons that come out of it. But just by putting yourself in this type of setting, it automatically encourages you to read your Bible. Get involved with a group. So moving to the last habit, number 3, emails and text messages. I am the type of person that can't have unread messages in my inbox or bubble notifications on my phone. Maybe you're the same, or maybe you're like my husband and he just lets it run out of control. There's bubbles all over the place. Either way, the lesson I want to share with you is know yourself to tap into your patterned behavior. In this case, I signed up for an automated email every day. I get one Bible verse in my email inbox every day. And I made it a personal rule that I can't delete it until I've read it. It's my system to make sure that I'm reading the Bible. Maybe you have a behavior that you can tap into like this. By the way, this email is found on the Bible app for free. So there you have it. Those are my top 3 ways that I've integrated reading the Bible into my life: my routine, my small group, and my email inbox. It's not my pastor's responsibility to get me to read my Bible, and really, Sunday mornings just aren't enough. We have to be intentional. Romans 12:2 says, "Do not be conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewal of your mind, that by testing you may discern what is the will of God, what is good and acceptable and perfect." Renewing our minds is a daily habit. For me, I have chosen to make reading the Bible a priority and have found some habit systems that work. I encourage you to find your own system and watch how your life will change. You can do this. If you like what you're hearing, be sure to follow this podcast and leave a review. We need your help to share the good news with other people. You can also find us on most social media platforms by searching Good News at Work. And we have a newsletter. Be sure to sign up and get the good newsletter in your inbox at goodnewsatwork.com/subscribe. Don't forget, check the show notes for any links we mentioned today. That's it for today. Thanks for tuning in. I pray you have a blessed day, and don't forget to share the good news.